get a few things straight here.
Shot caller is a term used in prison and in gangs. Simply, it means who's calling the shots.
I'm not sitting on death row. In return, your arrangement with us stands.
The shot caller is the person who holds the decision-making authority over life and death inside the prison.
I'm running the show now.
Hey, Mark. B. Mark. And action.
With this court finding you guilty of assault by a prisoner with a deadly weapon, I'm sentencing you to the middle term of 4 years. In addition, having been found guilty of committing this crime in association and for the benefit of a gang, I'm sentencing you to an additional 5 years to run consecutively.
And gavel. And cut. Great. Cut. Shot caller is the companion piece to a movie I made called Felon. Before I made Felon, I wanted to understand the prison system. I wanted to become my own expert. I wanted to be on set with actors and crew and not have to rely on the tech advisor to tell me if something was right or wrong. I wasn't ready to go commit a crime to put myself in prison, so I thought the next best thing is to volunteer. So I became a volunteer with the California Department of Corrections, working with parole. Parole, what would happen when you were released? How would your life go back together again?
Jacob is a guy just like any of us. In fact, he's been very lucky in his life. He's got a great life. He's got a great job. He's married to a smart, beautiful woman. He's got a great kid, a big house, good friends. And then he makes this terrible mistake.
Who goes out to dinner with his wife and best friend and his wife.
Even though the story and the characters are fiction and shot caller, I wanted it to feel real. I want it to be relatable to everybody. It's much harder when you hear it's a true life story of somebody's specific journey of, well, I wouldn't be like that person, that's just who they were. I wanted to be a little bit more generalized with it to where you actually go on the ride with this character, but you can't stop thinking, how would you handle this? So when I'd finished the script for Shot Caller, I knew that it was gonna be really difficult to find a person that could be...
He's such a badass for doing this part, because it requires so much, and he is so profoundly layered in his interpretation of this person, but also he's so emotionally available and beautifully raw at moments, and it's really impressive to watch.
Most great storyteller, and he's a great writer. He has an instinct for drama, and then he's also a guy who wants to give us pause for thought, and I think he accomplishes that with this movie.
Rick has huge certainty about what he wants and how he's going to get it.
Your order come through. Let's then have you guys come off next. It'll basically say high security first, right? Right. And the rest of you single file, right? Correct. So that means you guys come off first, you guys come off second. What I'm trying to do is time it out with camera of when our other guys are going to come out, and I might stick another one or two of you couples together, and then we'll have the rest behind them. Okay. I'm always going for authenticity, and I'm going for a level of reality. Even though I'm making this cinematic experience that's fiction and, you know, big and commercial, I still want it to feel as real as possible.
We shot in this prison outside Santa Fe. It's closed now, but it was the scene of the biggest prison riot in American history. Inmates were killed in this riot. This one cell block is still closed off because of that. It's an eerie place. You definitely felt the ghosts in that place. But we were very lucky to be able to shoot in such a location. And I think it adds tremendously to the movie. I think, yes, you can build something like that on a stage and no one would know, but it's a different animal when you're there. When you know that.
Real environments, you need to inhabit them with the real people. And so we chose to use real background people, not movie background people. The background people you see in Shot Caller, they're all former inmates. They're all former gang members. And it was an amazing experience. I mean, there's a scene in the movie where there's a 200-person riot sequence.
Move it around. We're doing that kind of stuff. We're not pummeling.
And when we roll cameras, they would battle like they were going for each other's lives. And the minute I would yell cut, they would smile and they would help each other up. And you just realize that how much they had left that life They wanted to bring the authenticity. They felt a part of the process. They wanted to make it real. They knew what this movie could be, and yet they were there for each other. And it was
At the end of the day, these are scared men in very dangerous situations, and they're looking to feel protected and feel safe and feel comfortable, even if it's for a second, which I think at the end of the day is impossible in prison.
Damn, I can't be a part of a riot.
Don't expect the hall pass, brother. The whole woodpile's expected to get down.
How does a man who is, for the most part, good, how does he balance out the actions he needs to take to survive in a world of convicts and still keep his moral center? Is it even possible?
This guy's a monster, brother. Make sure you're with me.
his hand afterwards, thank you so much. And as he walked away, the lieutenant says, look, I didn't want to tell you guys to, to affect the conversation, but he just got back from court and just picked up another 40-year sentence.
Unfortunately, I don't believe it's about rehabilitation anymore, and people don't get out and they don't get a second chance, really. You come out with this huge stigma.
The society's chance of saying, okay, hang on, we're gonna take you off the streets now. And we still believe that you're a human being, we believe you have a chance, so we're gonna help you now. If you don't take the help, that's up to you, but we're definitely gonna make sure that we provide you with the help and the tools so you can re-enter society. We don't do that today. We do the opposite. And that's just a waste. It's a waste of resources on every level.
The world went on without us, huh? I feel for you, Holmes. I do. Spent 17 years total inside. What a fucking waste.
I don't have the answers to prison reform, but I hope that movies like this will create the debate and create the discussions that we can start figuring out ways to at least lessen the load and start getting some people that want to be helped, that want to be active members of society, that have done their time.
Places like this to break men like us.